We're going to talk now to Ladona Harvey from Arizona. She's at KTAR in Phoenix now, Arizona Morning News. Donald Trump's been talking about what happens to people who burn the flag. You know, we've been having this massive debate in this country about whether you can put flags up, whether the Highways Agency is going to take them down, whether Birmingham Council is going to take them down. And go, oh, health and safety, you can't put a flag up, an England flag, a British flag, right? Here's what Trump says if you try and burn the American flag.
Because what happens when you burn a flag is the area goes crazy. If you have hundreds of people, they go crazy. You could do other things. You can burn this piece of paper. You can, but when you burn the American flag, it incites riots at levels that we've never seen before. People go crazy. In a way, both ways. There are some that are going crazy for doing it. There are others that are angry about them doing it. And what the penalty is going to be, if you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail, no early exits, no nothing. You get 1 year in jail. If you burn a flag, you get, and what it does is incite to riot. I hope they use that language, by the way. Did they?
Yeah, incitement is.
Incite to riot. And you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. You don't get 10 years, you don't get 1 month. You get 1 year in jail, and it goes on your record.
Seems pretty straightforward. Ladona, very good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
We've sort of entered a different world now, haven't we? Because there was a time when people used to act normally, and if you wanted to be a bit sort of reckless and a little bit kind of edgy, you'd burn an American flag and go, you know, I don't like what America stands for. But now it's become so divisive, this whole flag situation, whether you've got a Palestinian flag or a bloody Israeli flag or a US flag. So I think he's actually right to do this. I don't know about you.
Well, I mean, it's interesting. There are a lot of conservatives who find themselves having to go against him, and some for the first time. The Supreme Court ruled back in, I want to say it was the 80s, it might have been the 90s, that it's free expression. You can burn a flag, as distasteful as many people may find it. I find it distasteful. I wouldn't do it.
No.
But, you know, you can burn it. It's a part of your free speech. And I think this one's going to be difficult for him to defend. He's telling the Attorney General to go after them. And I don't think it's a case that he can win. And that's, to me, you know, don't waste government time.
No, I get
don't
that.
do it.
I get that. But at the same time, I think the problem is that we've moved on from, like you say, I mean, I'm old enough, I'm afraid, to remember the Vietnam War and people who used to burn the American flag then, and it was a legitimate protest against government policy, sending, you know, poor kids to fight and die in a place that was very far away that actually didn't really mean anything. And I get that. But nowadays, it's kind of it feels like it's a different thing that's going on.
And, you know, I think people have been protesting by flag burning for forever.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm more offended when I see people who are protesting in America carrying another nation's flag. That bothers me. I'm not bothered by American flag burning on that level. It's something that, again, it's distasteful. I wouldn't do it. I have no desire to do it. But if you want to do it, it's your perfect right to express that you're absolutely livid over. Pick your favorite thing that Trump did to make you mad today, because that's essentially what it is. It's, you know, to me, it's just a hissy fit.
But that's the thing, you know, burn the flag because you don't think America should be involved in a foreign war, you know, thousands of miles away, which is killing 53,000 people who probably didn't need to lose their lives. You know, that's fair enough. But don't burn the bleeding flag because you don't like Trump's policy on immigration.
Right. That's the thing. It's, you know, but we're all hysterical now. Everything is an over-the-top protest over, you know, a guy. Do I love him? No. Do I hate him? No. I don't care about him because he's just a politician.
Well, you know, listen, I take the same view as you. At the end of the day, you're not slavishly loving any politician because that's a very unhealthy position to be in. I quite admire some of the things he's doing, but you know, I'm not. He's not my favourite person or my least favourite person. He's a politician, so you know, don't invest your life in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, God, no. You know, every politician, and even though Trump is a little bit different in that he hasn't been in politics all of his life. Most of these guys, you know, you take Gavin Newsom, he's been grooming himself to be president since, I don't know, I think he was 3. You know, he's been working on that smile and that hair. But politicians basically, you know, you have to go for what their policy is. I don't love politicians. I am hoping that all politicians can be manipulated by the numbers, by us, the people, to do the right thing. And they're not going to do it because it's the right thing. They're going to do it because there's pressure on them to do the right thing. And that's all politicians, including Trump. Every stinking one of them.
Yeah. No, I get that. But listen, Ladona, good to talk to you. Thank you very much indeed. Arizona Morning News, KTAR in Phoenix. But he's got at least the attitude that one would hope that the leader of a nation would have, which is that he thinks the flag is great. I mean, Keir Starmer has actually come out and said before all the flag waving protests went on, that actually people should be proud to wave the Union Jack around and wave the flag of St George. He hasn't come out and said it much lately, because when people like Birmingham Council and Tower Hamlets Council say they're going to take flags down on the basis that, you know, it's a health and safety issue, people are getting very worked up. I think there's something like 75,000 flags that have now been erected around Britain. And it'd be nice to come out and hear Keir Starmer saying that it's now going to be illegal for somebody to take a flag down. You know, why not actually get behind the people who want to be proud of their country? What's wrong with that exactly?